Hello everyone and welcome back to our Road to Vostok series. Public Demo 2 is officially out with major changes happening such as the new trader system, new quest, AI overhaul, map expansions, starting kits, cooking systems, and a whole lot more. Make sure to stick around till the end as we're going to be breaking down each and every one of these key points, and I'll see you in Vostok. With any new RTV update or Road to Vostok update, we always start with the tutorial to check out new mechanics and get a quick reminder of old and new features. With that being said, we'll try to stay in the tutorial as short as possible to experience those things in game, but we will go to each billboard that is brand new and kind of give a brief explanation or rundown of what's been added. Starting off with medical here, the lotion, IFAC, and melatonin have been the most recently introduced items medically. Lotion's going to be helping with burns, IFAC's going to be all around broken bones, burns, cuts, being shot, and it's going to have, I believe, the most health point benefits. The melatonin, I'm honestly not exactly sure what it's for yet. It could be a quest item temporarily and then actually have health benefits later on. As of right now, it looks like it's just going to be a quest item. I could be wrong on that though. Moving on to equipment, we've only got the backpacks, I believe, as the newest added item. Everything else here, I believe, was in our last update. This backpack was a collab that he had done with a company, so make sure to go check that out. He's got a video on his page for that. Next, we have the armor, which is going to be probably one of our biggest updates in terms of what they've added. We've got an all new rating system with helmets. Not only do we have the police helmets, I believe we have, I call them the toy soldier helmets. I'll try to find one when we get into the game later. And then we have the new plates, which you will be able to exchange or change out for your plate carriers to kind of get that better plate system. And we do have a kind of brief explanation of how that works here, so I'll make sure to kind of just leave that up on the screen. The hits to the armor plate or ballistic helmets prevents damage. When the armor condition is 0%, you'll lose its protection. Ballistic helmets prevent headshot medical condition, which is really nice in the last update. If you got hit in the head, it was typically game over. You really wouldn't be able to do too much about that. And then we've kind of got our tiered level 1 through 5 on how many shots it takes with different ammunition. Next, we have our weapons. Our newest ones are going to be the MP7 and the AKM, which I'll make sure to go ahead and test those. We also have a new suppressor, I believe, this one right here, the PTN. I'm not sure what the stats are on that compared to the other ones. I was able to test it in game and it did seem to do pretty well. It was pretty silent compared to the other ones. I didn't see too much of a difference, but we will make sure to at least test that out here. I don't believe that one will go on the MP7, but it will go on this suppressor or AKM variant weapons. We do have the ammo that has changed as well now. It's no longer just titled ammo. We actually have different boxes, different weapon types with different little designs there. With that being said, you can still stack them like you could before into pretty large stacks. I don't think there is a limit on what you can do there. Grab some 7.62 by 3.9 real quick for you. We'll go ahead and test this out. I love the reload animations. So semi-auto, pretty accurate. Doesn't have much kick on that at all. We'll test it full auto. That's only with the suppressor. In terms of accuracy, I don't know if you could get much better than that. We weren't too far away. We'll go ahead and test the MP7 as well. There's a couple little cool things you can put on this, like this leopard. And I believe you can put on this hybrid here. I think one of the coolest things about this weapon is this little grip here that he's added. That looks like it can just like twist and fold up and down. That's pretty cool. The MP7 is going to be taking the 4.6 by 30 ammo as well, which I believe you can only find in tier 2 and tier 3 zones. So it has a little more kick. Obviously I'm using a long range scope, pretty close, but a little more wild. Overall still really accurate, and honestly I think it just looks good. Moving on, we will be at the crafting section now. This is going to be the all new cooking system, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab this to show you guys real quick. Probably made me a little heavy, but that's okay. So with the new crafting system, we've got this new tab option, and eventually we're going to be able to obviously upgrade and repair. As of right now, we can only do cooked pea soup and the improvised cooking station. We have to do the improvised cooking station first, just because you need somewhere to cook your pea soup. Crafting time 15 seconds, that's not too bad at all. And then you're able to take this cooking station to different zones or different areas if you'd like to, you know, be able to cook and get more, I'm assuming, nutrients from your food instead of just eating it right out of the can. Go ahead and drop that there. So, well, let's put it on the table for you. The new cooking system is pretty simple. Honestly, I think it looks really cool. It's kind of innovative. And then with the pea soup, you just gotta click combine here, click each item, craft. It shows that you have to have the fire there, and then you kind of get this cool animation. Then you can just grab the pea soup, and you're good to eat. Pretty simple, pretty cool. Definitely an added item or an added mechanic that I can see being huge in the future, especially if you're out on long runs, you need to make some food. You're definitely going to want to have at least the mess kit with you. The new trader system, we've just gotten the doctor here. He's going to be our newest trader. We've always had this guy, or not always, but he was in our last public demo update. Both of them will have trader taxes. As you do quest, you'll be able to get items for cheaper, so that's actually really cool. We'll be checking out those quests later on in the video, so make sure to stick around for that. With that being said, I believe the only other update we have billboard wise is going to be the water and swimming mode. We did not have that last update. You were able to get into the water, but you weren't able to really do that swim mode that you are now. So that's pretty cool. You just got to make sure you watch your oxygen level, and I'll make sure to show that off in game. We don't have a pool in here, unfortunately, but yeah, a lot of cool stuff here. We're going to dive right into it. I hope all of you have enjoyed that so far, and let's move on to Vostok. As always, when you spawn into RTV for the first time, you will start in your shelter within the village. With later updates, we will see more shelters being at different locations to allow you to save your progress. If at any time you die in a permadeath zone, which is represented by a red skull in the top right of your screen, you will lose all progression within your shelters and your quest. With that being said, let's dive into the village. Alright, so we are finally in the village. There's been a lot of new updates and changes to the interior and exterior designs of houses, specifically this 2-story here, and then this whole area over here is brand new to the map, and we'll make sure to go check that out. I do want to start off with the trader over here. So this has been in the game prior to this update. It came in our last public demo. He was our first trader that we got. With this update though, oh, here's the toy soldier helmet. This is actually, I was talking about that earlier. Sorry to go off course here, but within this update, we are now having this task list that we can do. And every time that we do a task, the trader tax will go down, so we won't be getting charged as much, or the trade value will be a little different each time. You don't really have cash at the moment, it's more of like a even trade system. And then eventually, as you can see, the more trades you do with the generalist, the better your reward will be. As of right now, we've just got these 4 tiers, but it does give you a lot more progression. This is brand new to the game. We did not have task in our last update, so this is a very nice change, and it kind of keeps you playing the game a little longer, so that's very nice. We're gonna start with just something simple here. We'll do this. Let's see, what should we do? Let's do the toilet paper. That'll be an easy one. And then obviously here's the supplies. This is the new suppressor. They got it valued at about 1,000. So it'll take a little bit of time for us to get that, unless we, you know, find it somewhere. I'm gonna do my best here not to die. We do have the new AI system. I'll try to show that off here. As you can see, they kind of run now to cover. So that's pretty cool. I believe he should come out over here and actually, you know, progress towards me without just like walking straight forward like they used to do. Now they'll kind of listen to your sounds and move to the way you're moving with cover. Let's see this other guy. I've never done a breakdown video before, so I'm gonna do my best here. So the 2-story house. We also have that garage there. That's gonna be one of the new locations. We'll make sure to check that out. All of this to the left here was part of the expansion. So these are all new houses here. All new areas of loot. We got a camping site up there. And then we also have this bridge is new as well. And then there's some new items or new locations over there. I'm gonna kind of show you the house here. It's crazy to see how far this game has come. I remember, for example, when you would find food, it was simply just like a red and blue and green can. So to see it come this far is actually pretty cool. Cables. So we are going to need the cables. That's one of the new things here. If you press tab, obviously these are still locked, but if we go over here to the cooked pea soup, like we were shown in the tutorial, this is something that we can make in game. And the cooking station, which we're going to have to make first. The B cables is one of the parts we're going to need. We also need the inverter, the battery, and the hot plate. So hopefully by the end of this, we can find all those items. If not, you know, it is what it is, I reckon. Eventually, we'll have more lore items added. I'd imagine that's going to come with early access, such as VHS tapes, the floppy disk, and then I think there's going to be, maybe, I don't know if it's like records, but there's going to be some music items as well, part of the lore. We have these books here as well. Some of them are going to be valued more than others. They've been in the game for a little while now. So this is a new area, the sauna. I've never been in here. This is one of these nicer houses, I reckon. With the new loot system distribution, this medical cabinet right now doesn't have anything in it, but with the new update, we will see more loot spawning in locations that it actually should be. It's not going to be as sporadic of just items, you know, thrown everywhere for people to find and test. We're actually going to start seeing, you know, clothes in cabinets or medicines in medicine cabinets. You won't see as many guns spawning as well. That's been one of the big changes. Right over here to this yellow house. I believe the AI despawn time is still around like 5 to 10 minutes. I want to say 5 minutes. So if you want to loot a body, you know, make sure to get over that. This update, I have not been seeing as much loot spawn on the bodies necessarily, other than just like the gun that you'll find with them. That one right there. You can put a little attachment on that. I do only have 16 rounds, but we will use it. Another sauna location. One of the things that I was able to talk to the creator about was eventually, like when you go to loot locations or loot certain storage devices, you will not get the like for example, oh, hold on. So when I was talking to the Road to Vostok creator, eventually you won't have the plus symbol on these crates anymore. That's kind of just for the time being for people to test the game out, which I think is a positive thing. I prefer not to know if there's loot in something or not. Obviously we're in level 1 area, so the bandits still aren't the best. I'd like to try to show you guys more of their running and the way they kind of move around now, depending on where you are. I noticed the level 2 and level 3 areas do a little better with that, but sorry, I gotta grab a little food here. We're gonna make our way to the second location here soon. Just want to show off these houses. Try to find new items to show everyone. Also believe you can use the fireplace, for example. I think you can make a fire with it. I could be wrong, that might not be in yet. I think we need that coffee for the quest. The radios do work.
Мы больше ничего не знаем о происходящем. Эвакуация района началась. Посторонних людей просят держаться внутри помещений.
Oh, there we go. We found our first little toy helmet. So this is brand new to the game. This is not something we've had in the past or prior updates. Along with, like I was showing in the tutorial, these ammos here. It's a very nice change. So this new location is new. This is one of our biggest changes here. I like this flag. This is pretty cool. It gives us more life over here. He did change the border zone as well now. Kind of has this yellow tape around it, which does extend to the water. Where am I getting shot from? There's always a bandit around to interrupt me. Let's continue the move on here. I'd like to get a good view of everything to kind of show you guys what it's looking like from above. So, lots of big changes. We got new ambient sounds. This location was moved. I believe in the last update it was somewhere over there, or it was actually over here. This is new as well. Little campsite to hang out at. So the shipyard is probably the map or the location that had the biggest map update from Public Demo 1 to Public Demo 2. There's a lot of new buildings here. Some of them you can enter, some of them you can't. They're still working on the interior at this time. We're going to make sure to go check out this one here. This interior is done. Just want to hit this location, this little building here. Always search the lockers. That's one thing I've noticed. The lockers do tend to spawn a good amount of things. So just for today's breakdown, we are going to be checking out this building here for the most part. We will go check out these other buildings, but at this time we're just going to check out this building in here. This is all new. If you haven't checked out the trailer, this is one of the locations that was shown off. I tried to get up there yesterday, but I wasn't able to. I'm gonna keep trying, but for now I just want to show off this building real quick. I'm assuming with time we're gonna see items kind of like spawn on these shelves, maybe under. But for now, I haven't seen any loot spawn on them or in these wooden crates. But we are getting 3 minor updates before the end of the year, or 2 to 3 I believe. So we could see a lot of changes coming to this map again in terms of where loot spawns, what we see in here when it comes to like storage crates or whatnot. I'm gonna hit this guy real quick, try to get this gun. More B cables. Nice. Amakot Logistics. This is what we need. Oh, well this is perfect. This is one of the brand new backpacks that were added. I believe it's going to increase our weight that we can hold here. It does, yes. Now, Nomad's 45, and this one's 50. I do think that should be increased, but I'm not sure if we'll see that change happen right now or anytime soon. I don't know, 80 kilograms might be a little too much. I don't know, 50 does feel a little low. Oh, here we go. We need this for the quest. Now, hopefully, this will be maybe where we find the floppy disk. Just because it's one of the only locations that I can remember or think of that have a lot of computers spawning at them. Pea soup. I am still seeing a little bit of clothes spawning, kind of sporadically, but I believe that will be getting changed with later updates. I'm gonna go downstairs for now to Area 5. So this is gonna be where our trader is located, our brand new one, the Doctor. You cannot get into any of his stuff at the moment. You can with this bandit though. Definitely make sure to check the bandit every time you come here. You just gotta go down to the basement, first building on your left when you enter the shipyard. It's not too hard to find at all. This guy will also have tasks for us to do. He has the same trader tax as the first one. I believe it's gonna be 20% across the board for each trader. For right now, we can do a couple of these quests just to show off. Are these deliver quests? Yes, they are. Kind of give you an idea of what we need to do here. We don't have any lotion, unfortunately, but as we were to do these quests, we would have to do all 4, and then we can get Doctor Level 2 unlocked. And then the Polaris, for example, that's going to be a brand new item that we need to find. When I played yesterday on the update, or the launch of the update, I only found this in the tier 3 zone. I'm not sure if that is going to be the case every time, but as of right now, I believe it's only a tier 3 item spawn. I could be wrong on that. The cigar box is not a tier 3 item spawn. And we did find the doctor's notes yesterday. That's one of the legendary lore items, so that was pretty cool to find that. We weren't able to get all the way to this quest in time, but we did find that, and we actually found that in the village. So make sure to like loot the houses when you can, because that's definitely going to give you, or you'll have the chance at least to get that spawn. It is not a tier 3 spawn at all. Organize this real quick. We'll move on. Show off the rest of the shipyard here. I believe, let me see. I guess not. Okay. There's someone outside. Oh, you see how that guy reacted? Perfect. He reacted to the shot. I believe he's moving in. Yep. So that's a perfect example of the new AI overhaul. They now react to the shots and kind of move in the way they should. Alright, he's moving a little goofy. Why'd he do that? Alright, so they still do a little bit of weird stuff, but it's a lot better than it was. 100%. Go ahead and loot these guys real quick. So yeah, this is going to be the biggest building you're going to want to loot when you come to Shipyard as of right now. You can get it. Why do I not see him? Oh. There we go. So you can get on top of some of these buildings here, but the remainder of these buildings at the moment, this silo you can get in, that silo you can. Unfortunately, you cannot get in that building back there or that one yet, but I believe we will be able to eventually. Now, give me 1 second. Let's go upstairs real quick. We'll check that out, and then we'll probably head back to village and we'll do a little more checking out of the shipyard. But this is going to be the main building as of right now. Oh, well, that is perfect. There is our Polaris that we need. Now we know it does spawn in tier 2 areas. It's not restricted to tier 3. There's a lot more to loot up here. Gas canister. Got some beds. Combat boots. Go ahead and put this gun away real quick. I know it's only 26%, but kind of show this off a little bit. Let's only got three rounds for it. Shoot. I'd like to show it off to you guys, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I'll try to find a couple more rounds and then show it off. Let's head back down to the trader real quick. Turn in this Polaris here, and then I'll kind of walk around the shipyard, and we will head back to the village. Or we might show off the highway too a little bit. The highway and the minefield area didn't have too much of a change. It did have some changes though, to be fair. You can now shoot the mines, which is really cool. Oh, we can't even do level 2. Okay. That's fine. We can head out. This is all new area here. This is a giant expansion from what we're used to. We did not have any of this last time. Same with this over here, all new. You cannot go to that zone at the moment, that is blocked off, but there are other zones you will be able to go to eventually. He just ran past me, you see that? They run so fast. Go a little slower so everyone can see here. We used to be able to turn bandits off, which would be nice at the moment if I could turn them off so I could show off the map a little more without getting shot at or interrupted, but it is what it is. These do float, which is pretty cool. A little bit of water physics for you. You are able to hop on. Just make sure you don't miss. I don't know what happens, I haven't tried it yet, but we don't want to find out. At this time, we can't continue left here. I believe this is the school. Okay, swamp. Swamp is temporarily down. We can't play that yet. We also have school that's going to be coming. We're not able to hop on that yet either. So we have to head back and then head all the way around. Okay, we're back in the village. We are going to go check out the highway because it did have some updates. It wasn't as major of updates, at least map-wise, as the other two, but we do have a new location, or at least an expansion of the highway. 2 key points that I'd like to show off. So we're going to go ahead and run over there real quick, and then we will finish it off with an all-new feature that he's added that I think is really cool for people that want to do cinematic moments within the game. But we'll save that for the end. Right now we're going to go check out the 2 main added highway locations. For the most part, highway is still relatively the same. It was expanded, at least I think, in length. I could be wrong there. So if you head up here right when you spawn in, there's going to be a new market. This originally was just a parking lot with a couple semi-trailers that you could loot. Typically, or not typically, but every now and then you can get lucky, and one of these semi-trailers would spawn a plate carrier. We're not going to go check that out for now, but we will check out the market. We got the Kala market here. Kala market meats, Kala market fishes. We are not, unfortunately, we're not able to get into this store yet as well. It's going to be one of those locations where the interior is still being worked on, but it will be one of the main loot locations when highway is progressed more. But for right now, this is what we've got. This is all new expansion here. Originally, or in last update, it was probably cut off about to like right here, maybe a little more, and then we had a couple semis here, so this parking lot is a lot bigger than it was. Hit this body here, maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, nothing. So we've got the market here, another one of the big major parts of the update, at least in terms of highways location. And then our second spot, which I think is really cool. Originally you could go all the way down here and just kind of follow the highway under to get to your next transition point, but with this update we are able to wrap around here, and hopefully we don't get shot at. Surprised we haven't. We're able to wrap around here to this building over here, and it will take us down actually to either side, which is really cool. Kind of avoids a little more conflict. I have ran into plenty of bandits on these stairs, they will look up with their flashlight and kind of prepare for you to come down, or they'll head up if they hear you shooting. I hear him running. I don't know if they're above me or below. See, he was listening. Definitely heard me. I guess he just didn't realize maybe I got too quiet. So that is something they did not do before. They wouldn't be pointing, following the Oh my goodness, that was not supposed to happen while I'm doing this. I did not expect that. Okay. Well, that was the last location I was going to show. I apologize for that. One more feature that we'd like to show with the RVT breakdown video today is going to be the swimming. I almost forgot after we died. Can't believe we honestly died. Definitely was unexpected, but I want to show off the swimming real quick before we move on over to the last feature, the fly cam. So all we should have to do here is go to it, turn on swim mode with the middle mouse, and we will now be able to actually go underwater. So this is a new feature that wasn't something we were able to do prior, but now we can. Come up, your screen builds up rather quicker, and whenever you're done wanting to swim, all you have to do is go up to the edge and press middle mouse, and it will take you out of the swim mode. Otherwise, you'll come to land like a fish, and you'll still be in swim mode, moving really slow. So yeah, that being said, cannonball in. We'll go check out the fly cam. So for our last feature that we're going to be checking out in today's breakdown video is going to be in the tools section. It's all new to this update and is the fly cam. The fly cam is going to allow us to get those cinematic shots or kind of check out different locations within each map. We'll go ahead and check that out now in the village location. I think this is a really cool feature to have in a game because not many games have this kind of feature. And it does allow for those cool cinematic shots that you would see maybe in Squad or other games. I believe maybe even Halo had it at one point in the OGs. I'm going to try to find us a bandit here in one of these houses. But in the bottom left here, if you can see, it's kind of small print. But you can you get many of options up, down, left, and right. One of the cool things that they added with the scroll is you can change where the sun's shadow is going to be cast to give those different shots. You can also change the depth of field if you'd like. Obviously that wouldn't look good in that moment, but just to give you an idea, you can change the seasons if you want the winter, summer, and you are also, if you do your numbers, you can change your lighting. I kind of like this lighting here a lot, but if you're looking for a little brighter, you can always change it. We also have nighttime. Kind of give you an idea of all those there, and you can still, any time of the day, any weather, you're able to change that sun. And then also you can change the sun intensity. So if you want it to be really bright, you can do that with the right mouse plus scroll. Or if you want it to be a little darker, back to what you picked, you can do it that way as well. I think it's just I just wanted to have this in the video as well, just because it's a really cool little feature that they've added. And I really appreciate the going above and beyond and adding stuff that is a little different to the game compared to what you'd get in other games. Let's see if there's a bandit in this house here. Maybe they don't spawn in fly cam mode. I've only used it twice, so I'm not 100% sure on that. But like I said, you can't just like fly into the buildings. You still have to, open a door, and then you can kind of go through the houses. But kind of gives you these cool moments here. And if you want, you just press F1. You can hide your UI and really get those cool shots you want to go for. If you're wanting like a side shot of a new location, you can do that. It just gives you a lot of options. I think it's cool. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I hope all of you enjoyed as you stuck around until the end. We will be having a non-breakdown video of this game coming out really soon that I'm excited for. And don't forget to go show support to his channel and his Twitter page, Road to Vostok, and download the Steam link. I'll have it in the description, and you'll be able to play this for free. Much love, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.